Yeah, hi there. It's John from AudaCity Capital, the head of trading here. So I'd like to discuss what's going on at the moment around the world with this coronavirus. Ever since it's basically started and it starts spreading around the world, we've had a lot of casualties and a lot of deaths, of course, all over the world in many different countries, Europe in particular. Now it's in the UK all the way to the US. So at the moment, yes, of course, people are facing the coronavirus and people are dying from it, which is not a nice thing, of course. Hopes and prayers with their families and everything. The markets have also been impacted by this disease. Now, our job as traders, unfortunately, which is not the most pleasant job, is to trade on the back of those events. Um, Now I totally understand that some people don't have this, how can I say, this mentality of taking advantage of such moves in the markets, on the back of people dying or countries shutting down or whatever. But our job as traders is, as we are facing these events in the market, which is not easy, but we have to trade the moves that are happening. And we have to try and think of it in a good way rather than a bad way. So we have seen, if we look at the markets, I won't talk about stocks or commodities because we don't mainly trade those markets. We focus on the Forex market. So I'll just give my attention to that. We've seen lately the cable, the euro, even the Australian dollar, all pairs, all the seven major currencies. We've seen all of them move a lot, hundreds of pips in one day. Now, a lot of traders have been losing money on the back of this. They've been caught out in the spikes and the gigantic moves and the humongous moves. And some of them have had bad risk management because their stop loss was wide, thinking the market is going to turn at this point, or is going to respect this level. Or the price action will hold. But unfortunately, what I'd like to do is to take the time and explain that in such times, we cannot expect the market to respect technical levels. So we can't trust technical analysis too much. It's a fundamental impact right now. The markets are moving fundamentally. And we have to understand that when it's fundamental moves, the market could go one way for a long time or for a short period of time, but in a massive increment. So what I'd like to say to our traders or any trader out there, you have to be careful here. You have to be careful with your risk management. You have to be careful choosing what pairs you want to trade. Maybe at this time it would be wise to not overtrade. Maybe put some good orders in the market that you think is going to move your way with tight risk. Because if the market's not going your way, it's going against you, don't believe that your next supply or demand zone or your next Fibonacci level will hold, because it could break 10 levels in one day. The pound, as we speak. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, we have banks cutting interest rates. The Bank of England cut interest rates. The Federal Reserve in the US cut interest rates. So, the ECB potentially could follow. Who knows? So we need to understand that some things are happening without any announcement, without any preparation. It's just a sudden announcement on BBC, X bank just cut interest rates, or this has just happened. And the markets obviously react to that instantly, not having to wait for us to prepare. So we have to do our job by preparing for such events. This is our job as traders, to do our homework and to be ready. So if we just have a look at, for example, the pound pairs, we have seen them plummet lately, a couple of hundred pips, from 129, 130, all the way to spot 25 today. We've seen the euro dollar go from as high as 113, 114, all the way down to potentially 107, 106. So it's not a joke. The markets are moving. And yes, although there is money to be made, there's also a lot of money to lose. So what I would say is, although it's not the best way to make money on the back of this, people are dying and stuff, it's our job to trade the markets and to take advantage of these opportunities. So please do not hesitate to trade during this time. I understand if you're not completely comfortable trading such events. It's a personal decision. If you want to stay away from the market, stay away. But if you are our traders and obviously you're paying your monthly fee, you want to make your target to cover your expenses and obviously have your account doubled so you could manage more money in the future. So what I would say is be careful. Maybe avoid the pairs that are moving very volatile in one day. Okay, try your best to do that. Maybe trade some pairs that are less volatile just to be safe. And don't gamble. Don't believe too much. Don't get obsessed with a trade that's not going your way, because it is dangerous. You might find yourself, we had some traders who were up, about to hit their target, actually, I won't mention names, and they lost all their profits and even beyond that. So there is no wizard in the market, okay? You can be wrong, and the market can put you in your place. Don't get arrogant, don't get cocky. Respect the fact that you could lose a lot of money and cut your losses as early as possible. So we are expecting this virus as we speak to potentially spread even more and to get worse. And who knows what the future holds for us. Hopefully it will get better, but by the looks of things, nothing is looking very positive. So just be careful, take precaution when trading. And hopefully next time I speak to you guys, it will be in a better condition for market conditions to trade rather than this unpleasantness. And yep, all the best. Just wanted to get the message out there so you're all aware and how you could, treat the markets in this respect. Thank you very much. Good.